Have you ever pondered about the discovery of Pluto, the celestial body that exists at the outermost region of our solar system? The story takes us back to the early 20th century, when a young astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh, working at Lowell Observatory in Arizona, made a groundbreaking discovery. On the night of February 18, 1930, Tombaugh noticed a moving object in his photographic plates, an object that later became known as Pluto. Pluto, named after the Roman god of the underworld, was a fitting moniker for a planet so distant and mysterious. This discovery sparked a wave of excitement across the globe as the ninth planet in our solar system was revealed. It was a monumental moment in the history of space exploration, a testament to human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Hence, the ninth planet of our solar system was brought into the limelight, fascinating space enthusiasts worldwide. Ever wondered why Pluto lost its planetary status that it held for 76 years? Let's dive into this fascinating tale of celestial politics and scientific evolution. Pluto, discovered in 1930, was initially classified as our solar system's ninth planet. It was a title Pluto proudly bore for over 7 decades. But then, in 2006, everything changed. The International Astronomical Union, or IAU, decided to redefine what makes a planet, well, a planet. This decision wasn't made on a whim. It was the culmination of years of scientific debate and discovery. You see, during the late 20th and early 21st centuries, astronomers found several other objects in our solar system similar in size to Pluto. Some were even found in Pluto's neighborhood, the Kuiper Belt. This prompted the question, should these objects also be considered planets? To address this, the IAU set down 3 criteria for a celestial body to be classified as a planet. First, the object must orbit the Sun. Check for Pluto. Second, it must be spherical or nearly so. Another check for Pluto. But the third criterion was where Pluto fell short. The object must have cleared its orbit of other debris. In other words, it must be the gravitational bully of its path around the Sun, and unfortunately, Pluto, sharing its orbit with numerous other Kuiper Belt objects, didn't make the cut. The IAU's decision to demote Pluto wasn't without controversy. Some argued that the new definition was too narrow, excluding not just Pluto but also other celestial bodies that might otherwise qualify. Others maintained that the decision was a necessary evolution of our understanding of the solar system, a reflection of the increasing complexity revealed by our advancing technology and knowledge. And just like that, in 2006, Pluto was officially demoted from its planetary status. But as we'll see, this doesn't make Pluto any less fascinating or worthy of our attention. Stay tuned. Pluto, though small and far away, holds a lot of surprises. This icy dwarf planet may be diminutive in size, but it's absolutely fascinating and packed with intriguing details. For starters, let's consider its size. Pluto is about 2/3 the diameter of Earth's moon. That's roughly the width of the United States. When it comes to the solar system, it's definitely on the petite side. But don't let its size fool you. Pluto has 5 known moons of its own. The largest, Charon, is so big that Pluto and Charon orbit each other like a double planet system. Now, if you're a fan of cold weather, Pluto might just be your kind of place. The temperature on Pluto can drop to as low as -375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than anything we experience on Earth. So cold, in fact, that the planet's atmosphere freezes and falls like snow when it moves away from the Sun. Speaking of the atmosphere, it's primarily made up of nitrogen, with traces of methane and carbon monoxide. As Pluto orbits the Sun, its atmosphere goes through amazing changes. When closest to the Sun, the ices on its surface sublimate, creating a thin, hazy atmosphere. As it moves away, this atmosphere freezes back onto the surface. In recent years, our knowledge of Pluto has been greatly expanded by the New Horizons mission. Launched in 2006, this spacecraft gave us the first close-up views of Pluto and its moons. The images and data collected have been invaluable, revealing a complex and active world with mountains, valleys, and possibly even a subsurface ocean. Pluto may be a dwarf planet, but it's a giant in terms of scientific interest. Its unique characteristics and the mysteries it holds are a testament to the diversity and wonder of our solar system. Despite its size, Pluto's complexity and mystery continue to captivate us. So, why exactly is Pluto called a dwarf planet? To answer this, we first need to understand the definition of a dwarf planet, according to the International Astronomical Union, or IAU. The IAU defines a dwarf planet as a celestial body that orbits the Sun, has enough mass for its self-gravity to overcome rigid body forces and assume a hydrostatic equilibrium shape, but has not cleared its neighboring region of other objects. Simply put, a dwarf planet has the characteristics of a planet, but it hasn't cleared its orbit of other debris. Now let's see how Pluto fits this category. Pluto orbits the Sun and is spherical in shape, meeting the first two criteria. However, it's the third criterion that places Pluto under the dwarf planet category. Pluto resides in the Kuiper Belt, a region beyond Neptune filled with millions of icy bodies. Because Pluto hasn't cleared this area of these objects, it is considered a dwarf planet. But Pluto isn't alone in this category. There are 4 other officially recognized dwarf planets in our solar system: Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and Ceres. Each of these celestial bodies shares the same defining characteristics as Pluto, with their orbits filled with other debris, making them part of the dwarf planet club. However, it's important to note that the classification of Pluto as a dwarf planet is a subject of ongoing debate among scientists. Some argue that the definition of a planet should be based solely on its physical characteristics, not its orbital properties. If this were the case, then Pluto would be considered a full-fledged planet. But for now, according to the official definition from the IAU, Pluto remains a dwarf planet. The name doesn't change the fact that Pluto is an intriguing world with its 5 moons, an atmosphere that freezes and falls like snow, and a heart-shaped glacier that's the size of Texas and Oklahoma combined. Whether you accept Pluto as a planet or a dwarf planet, one thing is for sure: its charm is undeniable. If you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe.